Hello YouTube, Freddy Cardona here. Welcome back to another episode of Driving and the News, where our mission is to record history for the ages. Today is December 22, 2022. And if you're new to the channel, and if you just landed on this video, what I'm doing today is listening to the news on the way to work and then uploading the video for history. So that 10 years from now, somebody can come in and go on YouTube, put in this random date, and kind of see what's going on in the world, or in this case, in the world of the New York Metropolitan area. And that encompasses, if I can say it that way, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Some parts of Connecticut, some of the southern parts. But anyway, it's 1010 Winds we're going to be listening to. If you guys can see, I am at a Walgreens in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. So if you're listening from California, from Texas, from Arizona, Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, Florida, Michigan, did I say Texas already? So if you're listening from any of those states, you will hear what's going on here in this area, and quite possibly some national news. But anyway, I wanted to start you off with this little view of Walgreens. And we're going to go back and fix the camera so that you can see where I'm going. All right, guys, enjoy the news.
Direction that we are headed.
The mayor points to a decline in major crimes in November as a sign things are turning around. And he seems to blame his predecessor for the way things were.
There's a sense of disorder that we inherited when we came into this administration. Gun violence was tearing apart our communities.
He says we're now at a 27-year high for gun arrests. Roger Stern, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Winds News Time, 7:35. The MTA's got a new budget here for 2023, over $19 billion, and factored into that, anticipating a 5.5% fare hike and reduced service on some lines. That was from the board meeting yesterday. Let's hear from the Chairman, General Lieber.
We need to prepare, nevertheless, for the possibility that there will have to be fare and toll increases at some point. So we're starting the preliminary administrative process now that allows us to advance the option at an appropriate time.
The budget includes a $600 million shortfall, which the MTA hopes will be closed by state and federal help. This is subway ridership still about 60% of pre-pandemic levels. Winds News Time, 7:36.
Hi, I'm your unused PTO. It's almost the end of the year, and if you don't put me on a timesheet, I will be gone forever. Use me or lose me. Let's get away.
It's getaway time. Get our best deals of the season on a new Hyundai. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now get 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days, and $500 bonus cash on select vehicles. Hurry to your local Hyundai dealer now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offer ends 1/3/23. Call 1-562-314-4603 for complete offer details.
This financial minute brought to you by Merrill, a Bank of America company.
Homeowners are in much better shape to withstand a drop in home values compared to the Great Recession. Redfin reports that less than 4% of homeowners who purchased a house the last 2 years would find themselves underwater on their mortgages if home values were to decline by 4% in 2023. The key factor is that the majority of home purchases over the past 2 years have benefited from low-rate fixed mortgages.
No one knows where this market will go. Things could change tomorrow, next week, or next month. At Merrill, we've been here before, and history shows this is the time to stay focused on your future, because through every market, the bull will always have your back. Find an advisor in New York City at ml.com/bullish.
Merrill, a Bank of America company. What would you like the power to do?
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corp.
Winds News Time, 7:38. 1010 Winds Entertainment. The band Journey for years has been saying they don't like talking or singing about politics, and the founding member, Neil Sean, is taking legal action now against one of his bandmates to make sure it stays that way. And the guitarist sending a letter last week to keyboardist Jonathan Cain, a cease and desist to stop Cain from playing Journey music at Donald Trump rallies. Cain sang Don't Stop Believin' at Mar-a-Lago last month. There's a sample of it there. Now, the Post is reporting that the 72-year-old Kane is close with Mr. Trump and that Kane's wife, Paula White, has been serving as the former president's spiritual advisor. Well, John Mayer has dated A-listers like Jen Aniston, Jessica Simpson, Katy Perry, and now Mayer is saying he doesn't date much anymore. He's 45 years old, saying he concentrates on staying sober.
Dating is no longer a codified activity for me. It's not patterned anymore. I quit drinking like 6 years ago, so I don't drink anymore. I don't have the liquid courage.
That from the Call Her Daddy podcast. Clouds and 36, real feel 28.
The holidays are a time to unwind. At least they should be. Find some peace of mind in the dynamic RDX. Tune it all out in the turbocharged Acura Integra. Spend some quality time with the family in the spacious MDX Type S. Whichever way you prefer to spend the holidays, unwind at the Acura Season of Performance going on now. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Cortland Healthcare invites you to their upcoming Community Holiday Festival. Join Cortland Healthcare on Thursday, December 15th at 4 p.m. for horse-drawn carriage rides, food trucks, a holiday photo with Santa, and much more. Admission is complimentary for all guests. For more information, visit CortlandHealthcare.com. That's CortlandHealthcare.com, part of the Care Right Network. We start where others stop.
'Tis the season for gridlock alert days. Lock it in for traffic and transit reports every 10 minutes. And breaking traffic alerts when they happen, your traffic station, that's us, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you...
I love seeing the decorations there on the sides.
Good morning, 36 in clouds here at 7:40. I'm Glenn Schuck, and here is what's happening. A major storm hitting the country, headed our way with rain and wind. We'll get an update from AccuWeather, and we'll check in with those who are making a run for it, or at least driving on the Jersey Turnpike. Darius Radzius will have that for us. Fallen crypto mogul Sam Bankman-Fried is back in the United States. In fact, in New York from the Bahamas, will face a judge in Manhattan today. After meeting with Joe Biden at the White House, Ukraine's President Zelensky addressing Congress. Just days away now from the first legal dispensary for legal weed here in New York. It's going to actually be a week from today. And there's a new study we're going to talk about that shows apparently the impact that smartphones having on teenagers' mental health. In sports, Nets and Devils got wins. The Knicks' winning streak is over at 8. They lost to the Raptors. The Jets are going to play tonight in this weather. Thursday Night Football, they'll be taking on the Jags at MetLife. AccuWeather, cloudy, breezy now. With this rain and wind moving in, we'll have a full look at that here with Dean DeVore coming up. But first, Wins News Time 7:41. It's traffic and transit. The update from Sue Allen.
Just jam-packed now northbound on the FDR Drive right by 51st Street. This is because of an unauthorized truck. Trucks are not supposed to be on the FDR Drive, but it made its way on and it's taking out the right lane. So it's just stop and go. You want to avoid this. Stick with one of the avenues instead. Also in Queens, it's slammed on the westbound side of the Grand Central right by Citi Field. We got a couple of problems in New Jersey. On the northbound side of the Garden State Parkway, just north of exit 131 in Woodbridge, a stall, the right lane is blocked, and then approaching exit 141 in Bloomfield, an accident, the right lane is closed. We also have this crash involving a down pole on the southbound side of Truck Route 109 at Commonwealth Avenue in Jersey City, so watch out for that. And then in the local lanes of Route 78 on the eastbound side, just west of exit 56 in Newark, a collision, the left and center lanes are blocked. It is just stop and go. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Looking at 50 minutes to the upper level of the George Washington Bridge, 30 to the lower, just 15 at the inbound Lincoln, and 35 at the inbound Holland Tunnel. It's also a slow ride heading into Queens at the Midtown Tunnel. Street cleaning rules in effect today. Citywide, I'm Sue Aller. Next report at 7:51, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Audiences are dancing in the aisles at the Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise, on Broadway. It's a glittering celebration with a dynamo cast and all of Neil Diamond's hit songs, including America, Crackling Rose.
Want to try to not listen to those songs on the channel so that I don't get a copyright strike. Let's see. Okay, good.
It appears that's not going to be happening. In fact, not a chance.
Glenn, this storm is going to evolve as we go through the day. Some rain and drizzle breaks out, maybe a little snow mixed in inland, but the steadiest, heaviest rain comes in for this afternoon, tonight, and into the early hours of tomorrow. A couple of inches could fall in some places. May take a little bit of a break, and then rain over to snow showers as this temperature situation goes crazy tomorrow. We'll start in the 50s, plunge into the 20s by day's end, teens tomorrow night, freeze-ups and icy conditions as that wind howls, bringing some of the coldest air for Christmas that we've had in recent years. A wild and wet start to this holiday travel period, but then a cold, blustery wind will keep us feeling like real feels in the teens and 10 to 20 below zero at times. We'll keep you up to date minute by minute on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
And now to one of our favorite spots where people are on their way somewhere for the holidays. That would be the Vince on the Jersey Turnpike.
Millions of people are expected to hit the roads for the holidays, but Tommy Donaldson from Harlem expects that it won't be easy.
Expect a lot of rain, a little frost, and hopefully not much traffic.
The nasty weather will be challenging for millions of people expected to hit the roads for the holidays. Dave Wheeler got a head start, leaving North Carolina this morning, heading to Cape Cod.
We're trying to beat the weather.
But if he doesn't, he says he'll take his time. Darius Radzius, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM at the Vince Lombardi service area on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Winds news time 7:45. Former crypto giant FTX's embattled founder has now touched down on American soil. That happened last night and will be headed before a judge today.
Sam Bankman-Fried touched down aboard a U.S. government plane at Westchester Airport in White Plains, north of New York City, and he's expected here at federal court first thing in the morning to be arraigned on an 8-count indictment that charges him with running one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. He's accused of stealing some $8 billion from investors and customers of FTX, the now bankrupt crypto exchange that he founded, and he is expected to be asked to be released on bail. Aaron Kitersky, ABC News, Federal Court, New York.
Solemn scene yesterday for sure. FDNY firefighters by the dozen standing at attention in tribute as the body of a former colleague, firefighter William Moon, transferred from the medical examiner's office in Lower Manhattan by ambulance out to the island to East Islip, a funeral home there. 47-year-old Moon fell 20 feet during a drill, the exercise in Brooklyn earlier in the month, suffering a severe head injury and passed away. His family donated his lungs, his heart, liver, and kidneys, saving the lives of 5 people. The wake for Moon is set for December 28th. That's next Wednesday. The funeral the following morning will be taking place in Bayshore. Winds news time 7:46.
And paid for by OpenShare Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown the chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-443-1709. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call us now. 800-443-1709. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-443-1709. That's 800-443-1709. Again, 800-443-1709.
Winds news time 7:47. Ukraine's president heading home after a historic speech before Congress last night.
President Zelensky addressing a joint meeting of Congress, the first time a wartime leader has done so since Winston Churchill in 1941.
It's a great honor for me to be at the U.S. Congress.
Zelensky speaking directly to lawmakers, explaining how U.S. support has helped them fend off Russia's attacks throughout Ukraine, going on to say now isn't the time to stop the flow of support.
All right, guys. Thanks again for joining me on this morning commute as we listen to 1010 Winds. Looks like we have a major storm coming up in this area. So if you're still in this area, be careful, batten down the hatches, and we'll see you on the next video.